Okay, let's get into your reading, Pisces. Oh my God. I'm not even joking when I tell you the best news you have ever received. If you are finding this at night, you are meant to find this right now. Because honestly, you need to stop worrying, stop stressing, stop panicking. Go to sleep with a calm energy because when you wake up, you are going to feel amazing. There's amazing news incoming, which is very unexpected, okay? But also now it's expected, right? And it's going to really make you feel so happy and so fulfilled. The Empress is about just love and happiness and joy and you feeling the best you have ever felt. So this news is going to uplift you, uplift your mood, your energy, your senses, your vitality, your future. It is just going to make you feel amazing. I want you to claim this right now, okay? Claim it because you invite it into your life when you claim, okay? My readings are energy exchanges. So make sure that you are subscribed, like this reading, comment below the current date and time. And then, okay, in the morning, after this has happened, I feel like this is happening at 10 a.m. Okay, after this has happened in the morning, come back and let me know what was this amazing news. Okay, I'm telling you, it is such a powerful energy. You are going to have so much happiness and so much fulfillment, and everything is going to feel so much better. You are going to feel amazing and so happy. Okay, so in the morning around 10 a.m., you're going to get this amazing news, and it is just going to make you feel like all of those dreams and goals and wishes and the things that you have really hoped for and the things that you have really been wishing for are finally just happening. It's finally happening. It's finally coming together. It's finally on its way to you. It's finally moving in that direction because something here happens that you have wanted to have happen for a very long time. And now that it's finally happening, you feel optimistic that your goals and your dreams are not just dreams, they're actually reality, and it is beautiful. Okay, you are becoming stronger. You are becoming more powerful. Also, just make sure that you are focusing on your strength. You're focusing on your own energy. You're looking after yourself, taking care of yourself. Because the universe works with your energy, okay? Don't sit around and wait with desperation for things. Feel confident. Feel like, you know what? Things are going to work out for me regardless. I'm amazing. Work on your self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, self-acceptance, self-love. Work on those things and watch how everything in your life just gets so much stronger, so much more powerful, so much more significant. Like you will be genuinely shocked when that happens because you'll be like, oh my God, everything is actually happening here and it's not a joke, right? And you will feel so confident. So feel that confidence, feel that energy, feel the power that you have within yourself. And everything just gets so much better and just really significant. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that everything is just going to get so much better and it's not going to be so challenging or so difficult or so problematic because it just gets better, So 2 of Wands here as well. I just see here you feeling so confident because these are thoughts and energies you've been putting out there and it's coming to you in a way that just brings you so much peace and love and happiness and joy. Okay, so when you go to sleep with this energy of confidence, of strength. Go to sleep, with a calm energy, calm heart, feeling confident, feeling strong within yourself, feeling powerful, feeling just really like it's all working out. It's all working out. And just watch what works out. Okay? Watch what works out in the morning. I am not even joking. I know that you've been through a lot of anxiety and trauma, and you've been treated really, really badly by people in your life, well, those days are over. I'm sorry that you've been dealing with that, but I am so happy that that's not what's going on right now, you know? I'm sorry that you went through a lot of trauma and a lot of pain and a lot of sadness. You definitely didn't deserve that. But things just get so much better. There's so much more confidence. Like you are going to feel so much more on top of the world. Now, for whatever reason, tomorrow if you wake up and you feel like, wait a second, there's no good news, make sure that you've really claimed this reading, okay? That's really important because energy is very important. And also just make sure that you are detaching. You're focusing on yourself. Like I said, you know, you're feeling strong and confident within yourself. Don't have doubts, okay? Because doubts, again, can be hurdles and can become hurdles that become very difficult to cross over and to progress over and to fly over and to walk over. So try not to have doubts and try to have confidence. Try to have, you know, and feel power, because that is actually what's going to allow everything to just feel better, get better, and for you to feel stronger. So try not to have too much doubt. And also with the Three of Pentacles here, people are going to work with you, for you, towards you. People are going to do things for you. People are going to respond to you, make things work with you. It's not you going up against the world. It's really about people working with you and making your life easier. Romantic connections here are flourishing and coming together, as well as, okay, your relationships overall and you having a good, serious amount of money as well. I just feel like things are going to become so much easier, breezier, better, stronger. You're going to feel more confident, a lot happier, a lot wealthier, a lot more successful, a lot more at peace within yourself and with those around you, and just not struggling anymore. Because struggle has been part of your middle name, I feel, you know? It's really like, it's almost like it's become an identity for you because you've had so much of it that you haven't been able to imagine a life without struggle. Well, I'm telling you, you don't even have to imagine it because it would just come into your life. But you're not going to be struggling anymore and any further. And look, the cards come out. I say something, the cards come out. Listen, the struggle life is over. The Nine of Cups here shows your wishes, your goals, your dreams coming together. And also, the Knight of Swords shows things just progressing, things getting better, you know, being able to fly over hurdles to the point where the hurdles don't even exist. It's so beautiful that everything is just working out for you. Okay, the main thing here, okay, is the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords here shows so much movement, great developments. And also with the Three of Cups, it just shows here so much happiness and so much joy. Congratulations are in order. There is a beautiful energy here of celebration. There's going to be this energy here of you being communicated with, being pursued, you know, bosses and people of authority, people quite high up career-wise, looking at you and being like, you know what? We want to offer you this opportunity. It's also you being in a place of authority where you can have a business. If you already have a business, it's about it really succeeding. You know, being in a place where you're making decisions, you're taking authority, you're taking ownership, you're making decisions, and it really allows things to get stronger and to get better, which is really, really amazing. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, okay, with a phrase the reader used that's actually really beautiful. The news is unexpected, but also now it's expected. And I want to unpack that because it captures something important. Because the news itself, okay, will surprise you when it comes. You won't see the exact form of it arriving. But because you're hearing this reading now, a part of you gets to expect it, gets to go to bed already knowing something good is on its way. And that shifts everything, okay, about how you sleep tonight. Instead of lying awake in dread, not knowing what tomorrow holds, you get to lie down in anticipation like a child the night before something wonderful, knowing that morning is bringing something good. And I want to name, okay, what the reader saw so clearly, that this is something you've wanted for a very long time. Not a random bit of luck, but the specific thing your heart has been reaching for. The wish you've carried quietly, maybe for years. And there's something so moving, okay, about a long-held wish finally coming true, because it means all that hoping wasn't wasted. All those nights you wanted it and didn't have it were leading somewhere. The wish wasn't foolish. It was a preview of what was coming. Let me go back, okay, to the very first thing I said, because I want it to actually land. If you are finding this at night, you are meant to find it right now. And I don't think that's an accident, because night, okay, is when the worry gets loudest. It's when you're alone with your thoughts, when the stresses of the day replay, when the mind spins through everything that could go wrong. And this reading found you right in that moment on purpose to interrupt the spiral and hand you something else to fall asleep on. Hope instead of dread. And I want you to actually take that instruction, okay? Because it's the most important one in the reading. Go to sleep with a calm energy, not a fixed heart, not a bracing one, a calm one. Because the way you fall asleep tonight sets the tone for how you wake up. And this reading is asking you to wake up already open to the good. And I want to say more, okay, about why the reader keeps telling you to sleep in a calm, confident state, because I think there's real wisdom in it. Beyond just being nice advice, because the state you fall asleep in, okay, tends to color the state you wake up in. If you fall asleep anxious, spinning, rehearsing everything that could go wrong, you often wake up already braced, already heavy, carrying that same weight into the new day. But if you fall asleep, okay, calm, hopeful, trusting that something good is coming, you wake up softer, more open, more ready to notice and receive the good when it appears. Your morning self inherits whatever your nighttime self hands over. So tonight, okay, this is almost a gift you're giving your future self, the you who wakes up tomorrow. By choosing calm now, by choosing to trust now, you're setting that morning you up to wake into hope instead of dread, into openness instead of bracing. And even, okay, if the specific news doesn't arrive at exactly 10 a.m., don't let that shake you. The reader was clear. Keep claiming, keep focusing on yourself, keep the confidence, because the timing of a specific hour matters far less than the direction your whole life is now moving, which is upward, toward ease, toward good. And I want to talk about the Empress, okay, because she is one of the most beautiful cards to open a reading with. The Empress sits on a cushioned throne in a field of golden wheat, a crown of 12 stars above her, a lush forest and a flowing river behind her, the symbol of Venus at her side. And she is the great mother of the deck, okay? The card of abundance, of nurturing, of things growing lush and full simply because she is present. And having her preside over your good news means this isn't small, dry, transactional news. It's news that nourishes you, news that makes you feel loved, cared for, held by life itself. And I want to sit, okay, with something tender, the reader said, that struggle has been part of your middle name, that it's become almost an identity because you've carried so much of it for so long. And I want to speak to that gently, okay? Because it's a profound thing to name. When you've struggled for long enough, struggle stops feeling like something happening to you and starts feeling like who you are. You brace by default. You expect the hard thing. You almost can't picture a version of your life that isn't heavy. And that's not a flaw in you, okay? It's what struggle does to a person who's had too much of it. It becomes the lens you see everything through, the story you assume will always repeat. But this reading is saying, okay, the story is changing, not that you have to imagine a life without struggle. The reader said, you don't even have to imagine it because it's simply coming. The ease is coming. The breeziness, the working out, the people helping you instead of you fighting alone. You get to set down the identity of the struggler and pick up something new, someone who things work out for. And I want to speak, okay, very gently to something else the reader named, that you've been through a lot of anxiety and trauma and been treated really badly by people in your life, and that those days are over. And I don't want to rush past that, okay? Because being treated badly by people leaves marks that go deeper than the moments themselves. It can teach you to expect the worst from people, to brace, to keep your guard up, to wonder if you're the problem, if you somehow deserved it. And I want to say clearly, okay, the reader said it too, you did not deserve that. None of it. The way you were treated was about them, their limitations, their inability to see what they had in you. It was never a reflection of your worth. And here's what I want you to hold on to, okay? The fact that the Three of Pentacles and all this good news are coming now means the pattern is breaking. The people coming toward you in this next chapter are different. They work with you. They support you. They treat you the way you should have been treated all along. So the mistreatment, okay, wasn't proof of how life would always be. It was the old chapter and it's closing. And the new one is full of people who are actually on your side. And I want to draw out, okay, how wide this good fortune spreads, because the reader didn't limit it to just one area. She saw romantic connections flourishing, relationships overall coming together, and a good, serious amount of money as well. And I want you to feel, okay, how significant that breadth is, because sometimes good news comes in one area while everything else stays hard. The money comes, but the loneliness stays. Or the love comes, but the money's still tight. But this reading is describing a lifting across the board. Love flourishing, okay? Relationships strengthening, money increasing, peace within yourself and with the people around you. It's not one good thing in a hard life. It's a whole season of things getting easier, lighter, better, all at once. And I want you to really let that word breezier land, okay? Because it's such a relief after struggle. Breezy means it doesn't take everything you have. It means things start to flow instead of grind. It means effort that used to cost you your whole self starts to feel light, almost easy. And after everything you've carried, you deserve a breezy season more than anyone. And I want to talk about the self-work, okay? Because the reader kept returning to it. Self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, self-acceptance, self-love. And I don't want it to sound like a chore, or like the good news is conditional on you fixing yourself first, because it's not that, okay, The good news is coming regardless. But the reason the reader keeps pointing you back to your own energy is that confidence changes what you can receive. When you're desperate, gripping, waiting in fear, you almost push things away. But when you're settled, confident, at peace, you become open, and open hands can actually hold what's arriving. And I want to gently unpack, the reader's advice about not waiting with desperation, about detaching, because I don't want it to feel like a contradiction. How do you both expect good news and detach from it? And here's the way I'd put it, detaching doesn't mean not wanting it. It means wanting it without gripping it so tightly that the wanting turns into fear. There's a difference between I would love this and I'm at peace either way versus I need this or I'll fall apart. The first, is open, relaxed, confident. The second is clenched, anxious, desperate. And desperation has a way of making us cling to the wrong things, settle for less, or push away the very thing we want by wanting it too frantically. So when the reader says detach, she means hold it lightly, want it, yes, but from a place of I'm going to be okay regardless. I'm strong, I'm confident, good things are coming, and I don't have to white knuckle them into being. And paradoxically, that relaxed, open state is exactly the one the good news flows into most easily. So tonight, practice that. Want the good news, but from a place of peace, not desperation. Confident, calm, certain that you'll be okay no matter what. Which is exactly the energy that calls the best things in. So working on your self-worth, isn't a hoop to jump through. It's you becoming the kind of person who can actually receive the abundance that's on its way, who believes they deserve it when it comes, instead of pushing it away out of old, unworthy feelings. And I want to hold on to, the reader's promise that you are becoming stronger, becoming more powerful, and that you'll be genuinely shocked when it all starts happening. Because there's a specific kind of joy in that shock. Because when you've hoped for something, for so long and braced so many times for disappointment, there's a part of you that quietly stopped believing it would really come. So when it does, when it actually starts happening, the shock isn't just surprise. It's the beautiful disorientation of a good thing turning out to be real after you'd half given up on it being possible. And I want you to prepare, to let yourself feel that fully when it comes. Not to brace against it, not to wait for the catch, but to actually let the good news land. To say to yourself, oh my God, it's real, it's actually happening. And to feel that shocked, delighted disbelief all the way through, because you've earned, the right to be surprised by good things. You've had enough of the other kind of surprise, the disappointments, the setbacks, the letdowns. And now the universe is about to surprise you in the best possible way. And I want you to be ready to receive it with an open, joyful heart. And I want to draw out, the Two of Wands, because the reader said something powerful about it. That this news is coming to you because of the thoughts and energies you've been putting out there, that you in some way called this toward you. And the Two of Wands, shows a figure standing on a castle rampart, holding a small globe of the world in one hand, gazing out toward the horizon, planning their expansion. It's the card of vision, of holding your future in your hands, of the moment just before the world opens up. And I want you to feel, the empowerment in that. because it means this good news isn't just random luck landing on you. It's partly a harvest of the hope you kept alive, the vision you held on to, the quiet believing you did even when it was hard. You had a hand in drawing this toward you, and that means you can keep doing it. So even after this news comes, okay, remember that. Your energy, your vision, your believing shapes what comes toward you. You're not just a passive recipient of fate. You're the one on the rampart, holding the globe, looking out at the future you're calling in. And I want to draw out the Three of Pentacles, okay? Because it changes a story you may have been living. The reader said it perfectly. It's not you going up against the world. It's people working with you, for you, toward you. Because if you felt, okay, like you've had to do everything alone, like no one had your back, like every bit of progress you had to fight for by yourself, then this is a genuine shift. The Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration, of people combining their efforts, of support arriving from others. So the season of doing it all alone, okay, is ending. People are going to show up. People are going to help. People are going to say yes to you, work with you, make your life easier instead of harder. You don't have to carry it all on your own anymore. And I want to sit, okay, with the Nine of Cups, because the reader called it your wishes, your goals, your dreams coming together, and it's genuinely known as the wish card in tarot. The card of your wish coming true. The Nine of Cups, okay, shows a figure seated with his arms folded, a satisfied smile on his face, 9 golden cups arranged in a perfect arc behind him. And it's the card of deep contentment, of getting the very thing your heart asked for, of sitting back and feeling genuinely satisfied. And I want you to think, okay, about your wish, the quiet one, the one you maybe don't even say out loud anymore, because saying it and not having it hurt. The Nine of Cups is telling you to let yourself hope again, because that wish is exactly what's coming together. And the Knight of Swords, okay, adds the speed to it. The reader said things flying over hurdles to the point where the hurdles don't even exist. And I love that image because it's not just that you'll overcome the obstacles, it's that they'll dissolve. Things that seemed like they'd block you forever simply won't be there anymore. The Knight of Swords, okay, charges forward on a galloping horse, sword raised, cutting through the wind, unstoppable. And here he means fast, decisive movement, the momentum of a life that's finally moving in your favor, clearing its own path as it goes. And I want to draw out the Three of Cups, okay, because it's such a joyful card to close this on. The Three of Cups shows 3 friends raising their cups together in a circle, dancing, celebrating, surrounded by a harvest of fruit and flowers. It's the card of celebration, of community, of joy shared with others. And the reader said it, okay, congratulations are in order, and I want you to notice that this joy isn't a solitary one. The Three of Cups is celebration with people, which means the good news coming is the kind you get to share, the kind that others celebrate with you, that brings people around you in happiness, not the lonely kind of win you have to enjoy by yourself. And I want to talk, okay, about the authority and opportunity the reader saw. Bosses, people high up, looking at you and wanting to offer you something, you being pursued, communicated with, recognized. Because there's something so validating, okay, about being seen by people in a position to open doors for you. It means the work you've done, the person you've become, the value you carry hasn't gone unnoticed. Someone with the power to change your situation is looking at you and thinking, yes, them, we want them. And whether it's a job, okay, an opportunity, a business succeeding, or you stepping into a place of authority yourself, making decisions, taking ownership, the message is the same. You are rising, you are being recognized, and the position you're moving into is one of more power, more respect, more control over your own life. And right now, okay, before you sleep, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the calm, the confidence, the quiet certainty that something good is already on its way to you. And breathe out the worry, the bracing, the old identity of the one who always struggles. Let it go and let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Empress, nourishing, abundant good news that makes you feel your best. The Two of Wands, your own confident energy drawing it to you. The Three of Pentacles, people working with you and for you now. The Nine of Cups, the Wish card, your dreams coming together. The Knight of Swords, fast progress, flying over hurdles. And the Three of Cups, celebration, congratulations, joy. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay, slowly, so it settles as you drift off. The best news you've ever received, okay, is on its way, possibly by morning. Something you've wanted for a very long time finally happening, unexpected, and yet somehow exactly what you knew deep down was yours. And the struggle that became your middle name is ending, replaced by ease, by people helping you, by money and love and success flowing more freely, by a life that finally stops fighting you. So tonight, you sleep calm, you sleep confident, you sleep knowing it's all working out, and you wake up ready to watch exactly what works out. One message: go to sleep in peace tonight, because you are waking up into something beautiful. So claim it, loves. Comment the date and time below, and come back in the morning to tell me what your good news was. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, like this reading, and share the blessing with someone who needs good news too. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from tonight, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you close your eyes. You have carried so much, okay, for so long. The worry, the stress, the bracing for the next hard thing, the quiet fear that it might always be this heavy. And this reading found you tonight, okay, to tell you that you can put it down now, just for tonight. Set the weight down. Let yourself believe that good news is coming, that people are on your side, that the wishes you'd almost stopped saying out loud are quietly coming true. So close your eyes, okay? Breathe out the day, breathe out the years of struggle, and sleep with a calm, hopeful heart. Because when you wake up, something good is going to be waiting for you. And this time, you get to be the one it happens for. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.